Here is how I made the sourdough sandwich loaf.
I'm using Momma sourdough's recipe, but most of this process is how I normally do my own sourdough. I'm kind of tweaking it here and there. Starting with 150 grams of active starter. She calls for 325 grams of water, warm and filtered of course, but I adjusted that to 320 grams of water. I do a ferment-a-lease where I wait to add the salt and just a little bit of water until that first stretch and fold. That helps with my structure of the bread every time. 20 grams of melted butter. I'm going to use my homemade butter. 20 grams of honey. I accidentally poured way too much and it ended up being 37 grams. That's okay. Mix. 500 grams of flour. And this is where I go ahead and just use my KitchenAid. I use the dough hook. I don't get this to a shaggy dough. I just let it run in the KitchenAid for about 5 to 10 minutes. That is finished. Time for my first stretch and fold. But this is where I'm going to add salt and water. Camera cut off during filming this process. I just added the salt and the water, 5 grams of water and like 20 grams of salt. I had to mix it in. So instead of just doing regular stretch and fold, a ton of kneading, then doing the stretch and folds. I've learned to look for the texture. Got a little bit of a jiggle going. It's definitely doming on top. It looks really bubbly. It's not sticking to my fingers. And then also it is pulling away from the bowl. Let's see how good of a pull she has. That was perfect. Pull it into a rectangle. Look at that bubble. The nice part about these loaves, I don't have to wait until tomorrow. Set it in a loaf pan. We're just gonna wait until it gets a second rise. We want it to like come to the top a little more. Just look at that rise, still feeling really soft. I have the oven set to 400 and I put some ice cubes under here already. The cover on there when I put her in. It's hot out of the oven and beautiful. Nice and brown all the way around. Smells wonderful. Had a great rise. Give it a few hours and see what she looks like on the inside. My babies are watching Mickey, so you'll hear that in the background. I know I need to get a bread knife, all right, I know. Even without a good bread knife, that was really easy to cut. That looks perfect. Perfect sandwich bread. I will never buy from the store again.